guys, so today's video is going to be my makeup routine. I know I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pimples. I know I look ugly without any makeup, so I'm gonna show you guys how I can take my face from looking like this, super ugly, to looking like so. My makeup is still in this plastic bag that is actually kind of this, it's gross, it's like dirty now because we just got back from England like a week ago. And I'm too dirty to be taking my things out of the bag and like putting it in my makeup bag, so it's still in this plastic bag. But first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this, and it's called Cicatric here. It's cream for wrinkles and fine lines. So what I do is I put this on my forehead because I am absolutely obsessed with not getting those forehead wrinkles that look ugly as hell. And then I will put this also underneath my eyes. I also want to mention this is the second time filming this video because I filmed it like Monday and today's Sunday. And I was editing it this morning and it looked like not how I wanted it to look. Like the angle was all wrong. It was just not good. So I'm hoping this looks better so I can upload it this week. Yeah. So I technically use this as my primer. So I have combination skin. So for me, like I don't have like the whole T-zone. I do, but like I don't. Like my forehead isn't oily. My forehead is kind of like dry when I wash it, especially when I wash it with like acne cleanser. Like around here it dries up really bad, and then like my chin gets oily, my nose gets oily, my cheeks get oily. So I'm gonna be putting this thing on my like where I have the frown lines or whatever. I don't know what they're called. So just picture this. I get out of the shower, I actually don't get dressed immediately. I put my PJs back on because that's like the most comfortable thing. So I put my PJs on before I like get dressed to leave. So I literally don't get dressed till like right before I leave. But I put my PJs back on, I put this cream on my face, and then I also put this on my face, which I'm gonna show you right now. And this is for like scars and like acne scars and any type of scars. I don't know, like I'm gonna put this here, like this obvious pimple. And you know, had I known I was gonna film this video again this morning, I wouldn't have popped it, but popped it this morning, so now it looks ugly, but it's okay. Like so I'm gonna put this on the scars and on my pimples, and then what I typically do is I just let it dry because I need to let it soak in before I actually put makeup on top. And I'll just like eat breakfast, watch YouTube, I don't know, get like clean the room or do whatever I have to do that morning, and then at the end I'll get dressed and put makeup on. So I'll put this on my pimples. So I have like an acne scar here, a pimple here, one here, one here, and then I have a couple on my forehead. And then okay. So as this dries, I'm gonna tell you guys like a life update because I know you guys, well, I already posted the video about my anxiety, but you guys don't really, I feel like you guys don't know much about me and who I am. Like yes, I tell story times and like I tell like a couple things about my life, but you guys don't really know who I am and like what I'm going through and things like that. So I'm gonna tell you guys a couple things about my school. Sure, it's so annoying. Anyway, so right now I am a sophomore in college, about to be a junior, and when I first entered college, my major was a biomed major, biomedical sciences, because I thought that I wanted to be a doctor. I was like, I am smart, I can do this, I'm gonna be a doctor. And I like really had my mindset to it. Like I was like, if anyone told me when I was a senior in high school that I was not gonna be a doctor, I'd be like, psh, you're stupid, like I'm gonna be a doctor. So I entered the summer semester because I applied for summer, not for fall, because I was scared I wouldn't get into any school. So I was like, let me apply for summer so I can get in better, like have better chances of getting into college. So I applied and I got into UCF. I got into other schools too, but like this is just a school that like was close enough to home but not quite at home, so I could like come home whenever I wanted to, and like I don't know, just, and like for some reason like no one in my college, in my high school, I mean, really came to UCF. Only like 2 other people came to UCF from my class. So I was like, yeah, that's where I'm going. You know, I'm gonna go to UCF. So I started UCF. I took 2 classes that summer. The first class was an SLS class, which was strategies for success or something in college. So basically like introduction to college class. It was really easy. I don't know. And then my second class was a philosophy class. Wasn't that easy, but I still managed to get an A in it. And I think a big part of it was that I still had my high school work ethic. So in high school, since I lived at home, my mom would be like, you have to do your homework first before you can do anything else. Like, she would be on top of my case, you know? So she wouldn't let me watch TV or like go out or anything unless I had my homework done, and she saw me doing homework. So I would get home, do homework, and then do whatever I could, like I wanted to do or had plans for that day. So I would still do that when I got my first semester of college. I would get home from class and like write my essays or do whatever I had to do, and then do whatever, like go out or like whatever. So I did really good that first semester. My fall semester rolled around. Still biomed major. It's not really in my major classes yet, like the classes for my major, because it was my freshman year of college, duh. So I did decent that second semester. Like, I didn't do terrible. Then my spring semester came along and I had to take another chemistry class, and I did like I didn't do really bad, but I did not that great in that class. And I just didn't see myself taking like more chemistry and biology classes. Like, yes, the general education classes were enough for me. I did not want to take like microbiology, biochemistry, like all these other classes, that organic chemistry, like all these other classes that I know I'm not going to enjoy taking. And the thing for me was that with the biomed major, if I didn't get into med school, if I didn't pass the MCAT, I would be stuck on it with a major that, what does a biomed major get you? Like, literally, like, it's as equivalent, in my opinion, it's equivalent to a psychology major, which is what I'm doing now. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, with a psychology major, you're gonna be working at McDonald's. Like, that's the same thing I would be doing with a biomed major. Like, what am I gonna be doing, working in a lab? Like, how boring. I'd rather work at McDonald's, to be honest. Anyway, so I switched my major that summer to nursing major, because I was like, okay, so if I do nursing, I can still fulfill my prerequisites for med school and maybe go to med school, because I still had my eyes set on this goal of going to med school. Then I realized that nursing is not easy either. Like, I started taking this anatomy class and it was hard, and I'm just not to be honest, I'm not that like dedicated to school. Like, and my mom's gonna watch this and she's gonna be like, oh, you're just being lazy. Like, I don't know, but like I'm not, like, I don't see myself going to school for 8 years and then working for the rest of my life in a hospital. I love hospitals, to be honest. Like, I'm not the type of person that's like, oh, I hate hospitals. No, I love hospitals. Like, they make me feel so happy. Like, it sounds so weird, but I don't see myself working at the same thing for the rest of my life. Like, I can't. Like, I can't. Like, I've been working at this one job for 6 months now, or it's gonna be 7 months, and I can't wait to like stop working there. Like, I really can't. But so I did start doing the nursing program, and the reason I switched from that was because I feel like nursing is a great job. Like, you have various opportunities. You can work like in a hospital, you can work different settings, which I thought was really cool. But the nursing program at my school is not like you automatically get into a nursing program. You have to apply separately into a nursing program. So let's say like I would apply last fall and I wouldn't get accepted till the following fall. So that was okay with me. Like, I was like, okay, fine, I'll just start my junior year. But they have these certain prerequisites for the nursing program that I hadn't met, because I didn't know I wanted to do nursing till my sophomore year. So I didn't start filling the prerequisites until that year. And you can't apply, like, you can't fill the application unless you only have one prerequisite pending. So I had to have, there were 8 prerequisites. I had to have 7 completed and 1 like that I was pending, or it was gonna be like fulfilled by the end of like the year. I only had like maybe 3 or 4, and I had like 4 more that I could get done by fall that year, but I hadn't finished them. So I was like, okay, this is not gonna happen. I'm not trying to graduate like a year late or 2 years late. I'd be graduating like after 6 years, and I was like, no. So at the moment, I was taking a developmental psychology class, which I found super interesting. I rented the book, but I ended up buying it at the end because I was like, this class is really interesting. And like, I had a lot of helpful things for like when I do have kids. Like, I know how to like, not how to take care of them, but like what to expect kind of thing. Like, I don't know, like I recommend this class like for anyone, that even if you're not a psych major. So then I was like, I think I'm gonna do psychology because I like psychology. Like the other majors, like I didn't like them. I was just like, it would be fun to work as that thing, like as that major, but I don't necessarily like the classes, like the psychology classes that I've been taking. Like I love all of them, like all the classes I've taken. Like I find them so interesting. Like I like going to class. I feel like super happy. So I told my mom that I was switching my major again, and she's like, to psychology, like you're never gonna get a job. Like we had a huge fight. When I told my sister, we had a huge fight, like because she has friends that did psychology and they still haven't graduated or anything. She's like, you have to get a doctorate for that. And I'm like, so what? Like if I have to get a doctorate, like at least it's something that I enjoy going to class for. Like I can be a psych major and then like I can do get a master's in something else. Like I could be a psych and then get a master's in like business, or get a master's in, I don't even know what. You know, I haven't thought that far ahead, but I can do a master's in almost anything. Like my options are so open. Like with biomed, like you can still get a master's in whatever, but like I don't know, I just didn't find it interesting. Like I'm not gonna do 4 years of something that I like hate. Like I'm not gonna kill myself for that. And also I'm someone that like I don't see myself doing a 9-to-5 job every day for 40 years after I graduate. Like no. But that's enough of that rambling. So I switched my major. I'm doing psych. I'm loving it so far. Let's see if I switch it again. I don't think I will. Like what am I gonna switch it to? Like there's nothing else I can switch it to right now. And now this video is already 20 minutes long about me talking, and I haven't even started doing my makeup. So let's start doing my makeup. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this Neutrogena skin clearing, oil-free. So I'm just gonna use my fingers because that's what I do on an everyday basis, and this is a realistic as hell beauty thing. So I'm just gonna do this, get it all over my fingers, you know, put it under my eyes, which is the most important part because I have ugly ass under eyes. Just tap, because you would never want to rub, you know, you want to tap. And then I'm gonna put this on my cheeks because my cheeks have pimples and they're red. My forehead and my chin. Put on my forehead, my chin, my cheeks. I just rub it on my forehead because I'm not like a beauty guru. Like no one's gonna judge me for my makeup, to be honest. Obviously cover up all my pimples. I hate, to be honest, I hate putting makeup on when I have pimples. Gotta be gentle because, you know, it looks ugly, you know, not having makeup on. Now comes the chin. The chin is my most problem area. I freaking hate my chin. I always get pimples on the chin, and I feel like, why can't I get pimples like somewhere that's not visible? Like it's so annoying. But I either tap or like on the chin I'll tap because I have like acne scars and like dry skin and like dried up acne scars, and if I rub it's just gonna like not look good. I'm just doing this because one person requested it, and as long as one person requests a video, we'll try to do it because, I mean, who am I not to like please my subscribers, like for real. Now I'm going to use this. This is the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous. So I would dab this under my eyes, like I would do 2 dots under my eyes. 2, and then I'll do 2 under my other eye. And then I would put dots on like wherever I have pimples. So I have one here, small. I have obviously that one. And I know it's dirty to put it straight on my pimple, but like kind of dirty, so oh well. So now dab it into my face. Of course. Okay, so I think it's as good as it's gonna get. So to set my under eyes, I don't have any setting powder because it ran out, so I use baby powder for my makeup. And this is the baby powder I use. It's a little travel version. It's by Johnson. So what I do is I put them on my hand. This stuff is great. Like, oh shit. This stuff is great for like stinky feet, for dry shampoo because I ran out of that too, and for like that's for what's it called, setting your makeup. I'm actually gonna go in and dab this in, then dab this in. I damped my beauty blender. I barely use my beauty blender. I won't only use my beauty blender when I go out. So I have the baby powder on my face, on my hand, and then I'm gonna just let that set, and I'll like wipe it, you know, later. I'll let that bake. How the beauty gurus say, I'll let that bake in, and then I'll wipe it later. So next, I'm moving on to eyebrows. But the one product I've been really loving is this Milani eyeshadow eyebrow tinted fiber gel. So I open it, it looks like this. Wipe off the excess off the tip, and just like, it doesn't, I feel like this doesn't really give like good color on my face, but I'll use two different products. So okay, so that looks a little bit halfway decent. If, let's say, like yesterday I went to work, this is like where I will stop. Like, I will wipe off the baby powder and I will just stop at the eyebrows, because I'm not about to like highlight and like do mascara and all that whole 9 yards for like work, like chill. But if I'm like if I'm not editing a video, if I'm filming a video, I obviously go a little bit further. Sometimes I don't do anything. But now I am gonna use this product. It's another eyebrow product. It's, the name's Faded. My mom bought it off like Wish from online, so I don't know the company or anything. It's just a product. It doesn't even say the color on it. It's like brown. So I used, it's the same exact thing as the other thing, but this is a little bit darker, so I like using this on my eyebrows sometimes. Very lightly. I feel like the way I'm doing my eyebrows right now reminds me of like the way that Quincy did my makeup. Have you guys seen that video? It's like my boyfriend does my makeup. I will leave a tag card. I don't know if it's on this side or this side. It's one of these sides where you guys can see that video. And like a lot of people say that that video is really funny. Now I am going to use this eyeliner. It's by Revlon. I don't know if you guys can read that, but this eyeliner is Intense Eyeliner and Brightener. I'm gonna use the brightener side on my bottom waterline. So I'm just gonna like, and I use this because it like makes your eyes look bigger, and I have kind of small eyes. Well, I've always been told that I have like Asian looking eyes, so I try to make my eyes look bigger. And right now I'm gonna use this brush. It's a blush brush, but I use it to wipe off my excess makeup, my excess baby powder. And then wipe, this is gonna, this pimple hurts so much, so I'm gonna wipe off the pimple. Hopefully that looks good on camera. Now I'm gonna use the black side, that's two-sided, on like the corners of my eyes. So like, I'm not good at makeup, so I don't know how to do like the wing eyeliner. I wish I knew how to do that. I don't use fake eyelashes either. I wish I knew how to apply them, but I kind of suck. I really like really want to get eyelash extensions. For now I'm just gonna use this, and this is the Pixie by Petra lower lash mascara. And I saw Aspen Ovard and like on her vlog channel talk about this, and it's actually really helpful. I'm gonna use it on my upper lash because it like works, and on my bottom lash too. And now the last step is to highlight. I have no highlighter because I don't have money to buy highlighter because I basically earn minimum wage, like basically, like not quite, but so I use the top one, and this is by Wet n Wild, and it's the 380B, Walking on Eggshells, and the top one is for the brow bone, but I'm gonna do that on the tip of my nose. I'm gonna use my ring finger again. Actually, I'm gonna use my middle finger. I'm just gonna put that on the tip of my nose, and then on the bridge of my nose. I'm also gonna put it on the top of my like cupid's bow. Friends, my brow bone I use. So I'm just gonna put that like underneath my right here, and then I'm also gonna put it like right here in the inner tear duct corner. I'm just gonna use my finger to blend it in a little bit. And lastly, the last step, my favorite lip gloss balm chapstick ever. It's my Baby Lips. This is what it is. So that is it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and if you are already subscribed, go ahead and click the notifications bell so you guys will be notified every time I post a new video, which is usually, don't hold me to this, but usually every Wednesday and Sunday. And yeah, see you guys next week. Bye!
Man, I can understand how it might be kinda hard to love a girl like me.